There is new hope this afternoon in the fight against Alzheimer's disease, but it comes with a dose of caution.
Results of a phase 3 clinical trial show an experimental drug does seem to slow cognitive decline in early onset patients. But of course, there are concerns about safety issues too. Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins explains this.
Deborah and Jerry Fair are high school sweethearts. At 62, Jerry looked forward to retirement, never thinking a disease would derail those plans.
He came home from work and he was talking to me about how he was forgetting things at work.
I was just standing there sometimes going, what am I supposed to do next?
Doctors diagnosed Jerry with early onset Alzheimer's disease. The couple found a ray of hope in a clinical trial for an experimental drug. Jerry became the first patient enrolled at Cleveland Clinic.
I wanted to get into the trial, not so much for me, but if this is going to help somebody else down the road.
Lecanemab is a monoclonal antibody drug targeting abnormal clumps of beta-amyloid plaque on the brain, a sticky protein contributing to cognitive decline. All trial participants had early-stage Alzheimer's. Preliminary results show lecanemab slowed cognitive and functional decline by 27%. However, the trial also uncovered some safety concerns, including reactions to the IV infusion, brain swelling, and brain bleeding. Jerry did not experience any of those.
The group who received the medication with decline was slower, and that can be interpreted to a better days of keeping your independence.
Now, the trial found patients who were on the drug for at least 18 months had better outcomes. The manufacturer applied for an accelerated approval pathway. The FDA will decide whether or not to grant it January 6th. Now, there were 6 deaths reported in the group taking the drug and 7 deaths in the placebo group. Overall, 14% of those taking the drug had adverse reactions, compared to 11.3% in the placebo group. So there's still a lot of hoops that this drug has to go through, and there's still a lot more research that needs to be done. But Dr. Tusi believes if the FDA signs off on this and they apply for full approval, perhaps in the early summer, this could possibly be available by the end of next year.
Really interesting story. Being on the Alzheimer's Association board, we've been talking a lot about this, and there are a lot of people who are very excited about it. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens next with it.
Absolutely.
Monica, thank you.
Sure.